Nathan, 5-1 win here at Chesham tonight. I mean, just how pleased are you with the performance, the result, everything about this evening?
Yeah, look, the performance and the workout and no injuries and that, it's all the cliches of pre-season. But yeah, very, very pleased. I said first half was a tough game. I mean, it's a difficult surface here because, no disrespect to it, but the weather's not conducive for good football pitches around the country now. It was a difficult surface. They were bright and so on, and it was a real even game. Obviously, we freshened stuff up on 60 minutes, and then they sort of pulled the game away from Chesham. But no, it's a good workout, no injuries, 2 goals, and a good fitness workout.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't they early on, but that kind of switched the side on a bit more maybe to concede that goal, do you think?
Well, it might have, but it shouldn't have, because I said, we did say beforehand, this is, a test, a workout. They've got to be switched on. They've got to treat this, professionally, because this is our lead-in for the season. But no, it was a good goal. I mean, it's a great ball in, and he scored. For fair play, that can happen. I don't think, in all honesty, there are too many chances throughout the game. But they took that chance, and then we might have kicked us into gear. We changed a certain thing, just tweaked something, and we looked a little bit more potent from there on, and got the goal, and it's just pleasing. Yeah, but as I said, it's more about the workout and the physical workout and so on. And it is nice to get those goals, but we'll go from there.
It was a good level, wasn't it? Obviously, a little good break after McCormack found him, and then Jake Jervis finished it well, didn't he?
Yeah, real good counter attack, and we worked tirelessly on a counter attacking. Actually, yesterday we worked on our counter attacking sessions yesterday, so it was nice to get those goals. And then obviously we showed some real quality then when we sort of changed things up. There was real freshness and a brightness about the group, and that was good.
You can see Sonny Bradley's dominance in the air. I mean, he won lots of headers, and that's obviously a big part of his play, isn't it?
Yeah, I got to be honest, I think all 4 of them won their headers. I think we've got 4 good ones. Sheehan's probably the smallest out of them, but his timing and the way he jumps is impeccable, So I think we've got 4 real good ones competing for those 2 spots, and I showed we got a difficult decision on our hands.
Because Matt came on and he played off the head as well, didn't he? I mean, he looks fantastic in the end.
Yeah, and then scored from corner as well. So look, it's what we have. We're moving forward as a club. We believe we're moving forward. We believe the squad's improving year by year. So that kind of quality is, and bear in mind the 2 we lost centre halves in terms of Cuthbert and Mullins were excellent acquisitions for us as well, and did fantastically well. So to improve those as well took some doing. So now we believe we're in a decent place.
Was it always the plan to play the change it after an hour to bring those like that?
Yeah, look, we're at that stage at the minute where they're not 190s, they're 60-30s at the minute. Same on the weekend, it'll be 60-30s, and then we're stepping into the final 2 weeks of the preparation, ready for.
It was featured of your performance last season. You scored a lot of goals late on, which you did today. I mean, they came on and there was 4 in the space of sort of 10-20 minutes, wasn't there?
Well, look, that's what we do with the positive side anyway, and we tried to score before that. But we've got players that can change things up in a different style of play. As I said, we tweaked. We had sort of 2 changes, used both our shapes today. In terms of that, we had to tweak it slightly in the first half, and then second half we come on, and it's a good group, and I said we do try and score goals, and they showed that. It could have been slightly more, without being disrespectful or anything, but we're happy with that, and the best thing about it is they had a good run out with no injuries.
Yes, obviously you mentioned it friendly, but George Grant shows how he won an economy 2 goals. He was just in the right place in the right time, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, and still showed good technique to finish as well, in terms of his showing that some people blaze those and so on. Wonderful technique, and we're delighted he's here. He's been brought here because he's a goal scoring midfielder, and he's technical, and he can handle the football, and he showed that today.
That's for Hilton as well. Nice to get off the mark, up and running in pre-season too.
Yeah, it is for him, but Danny's Danny, and I'm sure he'll gather momentum anyway. But you can see he's a real hunger about him and a thing. And I like watching Danny. He's a big player for us, as are the others. We've got some real quality again in those. Collins has already scored. Jervis has scored again today. Shame Young Cornick didn't score because he showed some wonderful play. And then Grant is off the mark as well. So look, it's a good evening. And but we're still only in the early stages of preparation, or we're mid preparation if you like, and still a long way to go.
Obviously back from Slovenia. How was the week out there, and the friendly 2 that you played against the Croatian side?
Wonderful week. We had a real good week. We served ticked every single box. Obviously the test we had against Rijeka was a massive test in terms of we wanted that out of possession, and that served them in good stead because they're a good side. Rijeka, they're an excellent side. They've been Croatian champions in the last 2 years. Beat Milan last last year, so we've said enough about those. But we had a real good game, and to be honest, we should have got more out of the game. You know, in terms of they had 3 chances, we had 6, and they were slightly more clinical than we were, which not many sides are. But I thought it was a great test. But it was a great week, a really good week. Ticked every box in terms of team spirit, nailing a few things down defensively, elaborating slightly more on our attacking play, and I said good week.
Squad-wise, do you think you're fairly complete now? Obviously, with bringing Grant in, or is there still the scope to maybe add if you want to?
No, look, as I said, providing the window's open, we know that it's going to be a long couple of weeks, because a few things could happen, and I said we'll always look to improve it. If we can improve the squad slightly, then we will. And I said we've got a few weeks to do that.
No players have left so far. You hope that stays the same before the window closes as well.
Yeah, look, there might be one or two leaving in terms of loans or getting things for them and stuff. But look, hopefully we can keep the squad together. I'm very happy with the squad and how it is, and then we can go from there.
There's 2 more looking ahead to St Albans now. It's a big another test, won't it, on Saturday?
Yeah, look, without again being disrespectful to anyone, we think that's just a slight step up again from this game in terms of our preparation. So again, they'll flip what we did 60-30 in terms of what they play, and then we go into the final sort of furlong really with 2 real big tests next week before the Pompey one.
And then the Checker Trade Trophy draw today announced. Good game for yourself, obviously, and Glenroe. I mean, Brighton under 21s, be playing them.
Yeah, look, it's a tough group. It's a real tough group, but it's a good group, and I really like this competition. I got to be honest with you, I think it's never mind if people want to criticise it or anything. I think it's been a real good competition. I think the way it's done, I think the format's good now, especially with the thing. I think they get good tests. They get 3. Then the 21s games, they get 3 league tests and of varying quality. And I think it's a wonderful competition. I really do, and I think it's developing. And I think that the EFL have had a real sort of bravery to take this on board, and I think it'll only get stronger.